going on with the fucking COVID-19 shot. They're gonna probably enforce it because you're working in a pharmacy, and then you can't say, "Oh, I'm afraid of work because I might get the Rona."
Yeah.
So we're giving you the shot for free, so you can't be afraid now. You know what I'm saying? But like you're saying, this is giving different reactions to people. So how they don't know that if I work for Walgreens and I get a shot, that shit will kill me.
I think it's gonna take, like 5 to 6 months. Because it seems like January is going to be the big push for this vaccine.
You're going to see lines outside the doors, bro.
It's going to be 5 to 6 months for them to kind of ironed out and get things situated that either whatever issues, because there's going to be issues at first, that gets fixed within like 3 months and whatever and stuff like that. So I think probably by like June, maybe they'll have like a full vaccine that you see like if it's worked. I think it's going to take a few months for people to see how it's working. But, like, as that goes, businesses, certain people, I don't know what's going to change. Like, especially for me, in my, like, work, I've been working from home since May, even before that, but for the company I started working from. So I don't even know, like, like, there hasn't spoken about no timeline. I know, like, my boss is supposed to give us, I think next week, like they call it all hands meeting. But I got a feeling, and he's even said it, like, he said, like, it's not mandatory. Like, he sees both sides. Yeah. That's what I like about him. But I don't know what's going to happen to, like, a lot of companies that, when they go back to work. Like, it's going to change. It's not, even this vaccine, like, works perfect. Let's say 95% perfect. It's still going to change the way people are.
Oh, of course.
It's going to still change a lot of stuff. Like,
you're still going to wear your mask. You're still going to be not afraid to go to a restaurant and eat. Because I see this working more for, like, you said now there's going to be no more dining in New York. So now a restaurant owner could be like, yo, we all got our shots. Can we be open now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need to stay in business. You got to make money. Because if you close these restaurants again, they're gonna go out of business. Then New York is gonna lose tourism. People ain't gonna want to go to New York to eat, go out. I bet you Times Square is not what it used to be when we were growing up. Right now, Times Square used to be packed. Even recently, as maybe 6 years ago, they closed some of the streets that you could walk in the middle now.
Yeah.
Before it was cars just going by. You just had to be careful. Now, coming 6 years ago, right where they got the little staircase where you could sit by the Toys R Us.
Yeah, the TK tickets shit.
They closed that for us to walk. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been in Times Square in a long time.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, yesterday I was on YouTube, and I didn't know they had, like, a live camera on YouTube of, like, Times Square. I just was, like, it was one of those, like, suggestions.
Yeah.
And it was, like, Times Square live, so you could see, but... Yeah, no, it's gonna be different, man. Look, like sporting events, something, or a concert, something very close to people. Those are things I could think of. Of course, a nightclub that everybody's on top of each other, or bars. A lot of that stuff's gonna definitely change.
Broadway district, the theater district.
Broadway shows.
That shit's lost a lot of money, and these actors used to make their money on that. Just imagine
they're doing OnlyFans now.
I know. They all have... they're outside the place doing shows like the Spider-Man that you see in Superman. Like, what are those actors doing if they're not performing? They're not working at a restaurant because the restaurants are going to close. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're working at Burger King or something. Like, you don't know what's going on. So a lot of shit has changed, like you're saying. And if this vaccine is going to help these businesses, then that means a lot of people are going to actually say, yo... You do have to fucking take this shot if you want to survive.
I could see it for hotels. I could see it definitely for planes, cruises.
Oh, hell yeah.
Things like that. Even like as a passenger, I myself, like if I'm going on a flight or a hotel, you get a little bit more privacy. But like something like a cruise or resort, that I think... If you take the vaccine and everyone else is taking it, you feel a little bit more safer. As with not knowing who has it, that's going to be the tricky part with a lot of shit. But I wonder, like, let's say you do go to resort. Example, my wedding. And then there's a way that, like, if you have a certain wristband, you taking the vaccine, and let's say you're in the bar, and you know that person don't have the same wristband, you be like, yo, get away from me.
Yeah, but
you're gonna put your mask. You're gonna have your mask down your chin, and you're gonna go, oh shit.
But is it the vaccine protects you from getting it? So will you be still scared to go next to that person?
That's a good question. Yeah,
because if you have the vaccine, that means you'll fight it.
That is true. That is true.
It don't matter if I get it and you don't. I could still go chill around you guys because I'm protected. You're the one that you meet somebody else who doesn't have the shot. You gotta be.
As stupid as I know, what you're saying is perfectly right. But it's like if, let's say, you know, you can't get the cooties, but even though that person got the cooties, even though you know you can't get, you're like, yo, don't touch me.
Yeah.
So it may be one of those weird things.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying.
But that's gonna, you know. So I think this week, I was in the gym and I was listening to something. Oh, I think it was that song, Tumba la Casa. It's a house song from back in the days.
That song is old.
And by Sancocho.
Yeah.
And I was like listening to this song. I started laughing to myself. I was like, yo, I used to, when this song used to come on, I used to be like trying to grind with girls and I used to try to tumba la casa. And I'm like, yo, what was wrong with me?
About the brick house?
Yeah, like I was thinking, and I was just like, yo, I used to really try to go in.
And that song is like fast.
Yeah, and I used to try to go in, and I'm like, yo, and I'm just thinking to myself, man, I wish I could see a video of myself in those days.
Yo, all you gotta call is Milton.
I know. Milton got the early years, and Jesus got the later years.
The M in the middle stands for Milton.
Yeah.
TMZ.
There you go. Too much.
Tell Milton Zone.
Yeah, exactly, man.
He probably got a video of you dancing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, so I'm like, fuck. I'm like, man, I remember, and I'm like, Justin, I'm like thinking of those days, like, how was it? And I'm sure you faced this. Like, if you're dancing back in the days with a girl, and let's say you're dancing house, but you girls, like, you grinding.
Yeah.
And then let's say they switch it to fucking like, well, I'll do it vice versa. You're dancing, grinding on reggae, and you're grinding. You're like, oh shit, this shit is good. Then you hear the DJ putting the music, and then he's like, fuck, he's gonna switch the house now. or you hear hip hop.
Yeah.
Put your hands up. You hear Fat Man scooping. You're like, fuck, me jodí.
Yeah.
Because she ain't gonna want to grind no more. But then what about if she wants to grind? Then you stay grinding.
You hear, where my dogs at?
And then you like, and then you continue grinding with her. So what I used
You're the only one grinding. Everybody else is battling.
But exactly what I used to do is, like you said, like when a guy's gonna talk about something, they look to the side. So I will be dancing with a girl. Let's say it was reggae, and they give a merengue, but then she wants to still stay on the grind. So I would just look around to see my boys are looking. So they don't laugh at me. Because guys, you know, we would be like, fuck it. She wants to grind?
Yeah.
I'll grind in salsa.
Yeah.
And I've done grinding with salsa.
I'm grinding bachata, bro. So.
Bachata, you could do it. But salsa, yeah, I've done it.
As to huevo, that's kind of hard.
I know.
That's kind of hard.
Oh, like you behind?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that too.
Yeah, but
it gets tricky with the feet.
Who grinds to bachata?
Yo, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking about back in the days, like how we used to, like if we had one fucking girl that would dance grind and they change the music, we continue with the grind. Until she change. We change it for a little bit. They give a merengue, we let go, and then we go back to the grind.
You spin their back.
Yes.
As to huevo. You be like, yo,
yes.
We were doing it. You try it again, like, yo, is she gonna do it? And then you spin her around.
Yeah.
And then you bring her closer. Oh, she's dancing like reggaeton.
Yeah.
It was like, who was like that? Fucking, when we went to Mexico. Cisco.
Yeah.
We went to a fucking rock bar. It was all rock songs.
Yeah.
And Cisco with his tank top.
Yeah.
The G-Unit tank top.
Dancing, grinding to Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah. Fucking grinding to Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
With a white girl, and the white girl was looking at him like crazy. Like, yo, what the hell? And she tries to get away. He still spins her and brings her back.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, how is this motherfucker getting away with this?
Yeah.
Grinding to every song. Back in the day, we were hornbags. We didn't care, man.
But have you ever done that you're like, you notice that the music and you're the only one grinding. You look and you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
And you stay. But you're like, I ain't letting her go. Because you know if you let her go, the next guy who's like, yo, she grinding to bachata. He lets her go. I'm grabbing her.
All I tell her is, "Tú estás bien? You okay?" And she says, "Sí." You keep going. Then she goes, "No." You back up because you don't want to be a creep.
Yeah.
But she goes, "No, I'm good. All right, let's keep going."
Man, I've grinded to hip hop.
Let's see if I could get a chubby
while we grind to hip hop, or you know what you could. You know what was
What's one song? What's one type of music that is hard to grind to?
Let me give you a sec, but I know it's a sneak way to grind into one to get the party started was Los Hermanos Rosario.
Belinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that would be the sneak one. Para la derecha, para la izquierda. And that's where you get grind. And then from there you try to stay on the grind.
I think that's
it's
like
the same song,
La Dueña del Swing. Swing, swing, swing.
Yeah. Yeah. That one you're dancing from far. But then once they put that part, you go, that's it. I could grind now.
I've even done that in house parties. That is weird to do it in house party because the lights are off.
Yeah.
And everybody's dancing regular. You're the only one grinding. House fucking party.
You look real quick and then you're like, fuck it, I'm going in.
You see the older people sitting down looking. You know they talking about you because they're pointing.
Yeah.
Like this mira. I'm like, yo, but she's the one that wants to dance. La dueña de la casa is the one dancing like that. Mira, Rosa, se va a quemar la arroz, déjate bailando. That's the problem.
But you said, what's the one hardest song that is hard to dance?
Not even song, but like any type of music that you think is hard to grind to.
I don't know, but when
R&B you could grind to.
Could grind to. The only thing, even techno, but even if you get
I think Spanish rock is the hardest one.
Shit, you're right.
Because that's when, for some reason...
But I've grinded to that too.
And Don't Coquille.
I've grinded to that.
Everybody wants to jump when they hear Spanish rock.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I see everybody jumping, and I'm trying to dance regular. I'll be, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're all going to jump.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could grind to that shit.
Unless you jump behind her.
Hey, boy, borracho.
You do like a fucking cheerleader. You throw her up in the air.
Oh, man, that should've been hard.
Here, baby, land on this.
And on this mattress.
Yeah, man. I was thinking, yo, I used to be, whatever, tumba la casa. I used to go in. And have you ever done this, that you're grinding, but you're like hitting? It's more like, bah, bah. And the girl is going back, and you're like that. And you're like, what the fuck?
And the girls that like to
she's
do
trying
that,
to break you, and you're trying to break her.
The girls that like to do that sometimes is the vieja, like the older ones, because they see the younger ones going crazy, and then the viejas. Because it happened to me in Don Coquille. There was a vieja that I was dancing with. She looked, and I was like, I was looking too.
Yeah.
Then the vieja got like, oh, I could do that too, and she started like hitting hard. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This vieja going in. Now, the thing is, when you were your boy in the club and the grind is going on, do you do the sandwich?
Oh, yes. We used to do one sandwich one at a style.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sandwich one at but maybe, you think it was because we were younger?
I
think the girls maybe got more stuck up or something. Because back in the days,
the girls got smarter.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, fuck this. I can't double cock this no more.
Yeah, and then guys, we used to try to do the slick one. They try to get her move to the left. Yo, she moving to the left. Yeah, I did the tag team.
But it's
been a long time.
It's always your friend the Lambon that wants to be. Because he's not dancing with nobody.
And that motherfucker gets an ass.
No, I always do the slick one because I know I got Lambon friends that they like doing that shit. So when I see him coming, that's when I spin her. But she could be facing him. Because then she could push him away if she wanted to. Yeah. But for some reason, he always holds me through the shirt. Because he wants to go tight. Yo, he always got that Lambon friend, bro. Yeah. I knew one guy that one time he wanted to hold my hands. And I was like, yo, nah, we can't do that. So he started holding me through
your shirt.
The shirt.
Stretch your shit out.
He was, yo, loco, come on. A ella le gusta. And you hear